When Thor falls, the captain rises. The battlefield was chaos incarnate. Darkseid's invasion spread like wildfire, tearing through Earth's defenses as if the planet itself were paper before a storm. Metropolis burned, Gotham lay in ruins, and heroes from two worlds fought side by side, their courage tested to its breaking point. The sky was choked with ash and fire, the air trembling under the thunder of war. At the center of this apocalypse stood Thor Odinson. The god of thunder summoned storms so violent they cracked the heavens, Mjolnir singing as it tore through wave after wave of parademons. Each strike split the earth and left the battlefield quaking. Yet even Thor, mightiest of Asgard, found his strength pressed to the brink against the endless onslaught of Darkseid. With a roar, Darkseid launched his Omega beams. The scarlet energy slashed through the storm, meeting Thor's lightning in an explosion of raw force that split the battlefield in two. Thor staggered, blood dripping from his brow. He swung again, but Darkseid was faster, seizing the moment with a crushing blow that sent Thor crashing through stone and steel. Buildings collapsed as rubble buried him. The god of thunder crawled out from the ruin, battered, his breaths ragged. He tried to raise Mjolnir again, but his grip faltered. Bloodied fingers slipped, and for the first time in centuries, the hammer fell from his grasp. The ground trembled as it struck, silent and still. Across the battlefield, a wave of despair swept through allies and civilians alike. If Thor could fall, what chance did humanity have? Darkseid's laughter echoed through the smoke and fire, a sound that chilled even the bravest hearts. His voice thundered like a sentence of doom. "You are all beneath me. This world will kneel." And then through the haze, a lone figure stepped forward. His shield shattered, his uniform torn, but his eyes blazing with defiance. Steve Rogers, Captain America. He had no godhood, no alien lineage. He was just a man, a soldier standing on the front lines of a war bigger than anything Earth had ever faced. And yet his spirit refused to yield. His gaze fell on Mjolnir, lying silent among the debris. He reached down. The battlefield seemed to freeze. Time itself held its breath. Then lightning struck. Mjolnir rose, not dragged by effort, but lifted willingly. The hammer recognized worthiness, answering the call of a man who had spent his entire life fighting not for glory, but for others. Thunder shook the heavens as Steve lifted the weapon high. The serum in his veins surged as if ignited by divine power. It fused with Mjolnir's magic, multiplying beyond comprehension. Strength exploded through him, his muscles swelled with godlike force, his bones hardened like steel, his very soul crackled with stormlight. Steve Rogers became more than a soldier. He became the storm. Darkseid's mocking grin faltered. His Omega beams ignited once more, but Steve raised Mjolnir, channeling a bolt of lightning that split the crimson energy apart. The clash lit the sky brighter than day, the earth trembling under the power of two titans. Steve charged. Each step thundered, each swing of Mjolnir unleashed destruction that rivaled God's. Darkseid reeled under the blows as the hammer cracked against his armor, shockwaves flattening entire legions of parademons. Across the battlefield, heroes paused in awe. Superman rose from rubble, Wonder Woman's eyes widened, even Batman's stoic mask betrayed a flicker of astonishment. They had seen Steve wield the hammer before, but this was different. This wasn't borrowed power, this was transformation. Thor, though broken and barely conscious, watched through heavy eyelids. Blood dripped from his lips, yet he smiled. "Worthy," he whispered before collapsing into unconsciousness, confident that his hammer was in the best of hands. Every strike Steve delivered carried the weight of humanity's defiance. The serum and Mjolnir combined made him something the world had never seen. The strength of Hulk, the fury of Thor, the will of Captain America. A god soldier forged in fire, lightning, and sacrifice. Darkseid roared, the ground splitting beneath his fury. Yet for the first time, the tyrant of apocalypse faltered. For the first time, he realized Earth's true power wasn't gods or aliens. It was the indomitable spirit of its people, embodied in a man who refused to stay down. Steve Rogers wielding Mjolnir was hope incarnate. And with thunder in his veins, he vowed that no tyrant, not even Darkseid, would ever claim this world. And as lightning illuminated the ruins, every hero watching knew the tide of battle had turned and that a new legend had just been born in the heart of fire.